Hold.
One, two.
Hold.
That's us.
Hold. No. That's a good scene in Braveheart, isn't it?
Aye.
Aye. You know how you keep saying this is season 2?
Mm-hmm.
I feel as if season 2 is going on forever. Like, and when does it stop?
Season 1 was 24 episodes. We released episode 19 tonight. So we've got...
So we just do 24 or 25?
Can do, aye.
Why don't we do 25? We'll settle on 25 and then we'd do the season finale.
I think we done 24 in finale the first time, so we can do 25 in finale.
A big class ending.
Aye.
Right, cool. Just so that I'm aware of.
You're down.
But because you're the admin guy, I just need to know. I'll forget that and I'll ask you tomorrow anyway. How have you been?
Good, mate. Enjoying the weather.
I like that t-shirt again.
You can.
You always wear nice t-shirts.
So do you.
This is for Kive. I spoke about Kive before.
The Scottish guy.
Big Jamie. Wow.
Aye, I think I've seen some of his stuff on Instagram.
His designs are frightening, man. Told him I'd do a pop-up in the shop.
Right.
Start printing them so you can come by or sell a t-shirt.
I will. I love a nice wee t-shirt.
He's got good designs, man. He's very good.
How have you been? Didn't see you last week.
I've been alright, mate. Do you know what? It was good to get a wee break and fresh in the heat because we've came with all sorts of stuff again. That's what happens when we take a break for this, innit?
Correct, Armando.
So you feeling a bit under pressure to like keep coming up with things?
Nah.
Do you know?
See pure random
You're
stuff,
so
man.
laid back, man. No.
I know, but see if I came in here, right, and that was blank, I still wouldn't be worried. Because your heads always get shit in it.
I know, I wouldn't be worried, but it would be the anxiety before it. I'd be like, I've got nothing that's going to be shouting, and then we turn up and just go bang.
Why don't we
face.
just go to the live nights with 2 blank girls and see what happens?
Imagine that. Aye, off the cuff.
I'd be alright with it.
No bother. No bother. Right, what do we need? We've got lots of things to talk about. Let's talk about the Patreon, but
what you saying here?
Well, the link is in the bios all over the place for people to sign up to that.
Over 250 now, subscribing.
You know me to tell people that.
Do what we want.
People start adding up numbers and I heed know that. Charlie Babbitt, didn't he? You get heavy Charlie Babbitt, man.
Don't care, mate.
I was telling Alex today in work how many people subscribe, and she's like, no fucking way. And I went, aye. And she's like, that is mental.
Why is she surprised at that? She's been on.
I'm quite surprised at it as well. Not in a bad way, but I just like, that's fucking mad when you think about it.
Aye, but you're funny as fuck.
I know, but people pay for us to be funny.
Aye, but 2 episodes a month, right? $2.50 an episode, £2.50. That's fuck all.
Aye. Paul, see the other day we did a TikTok live, right, for that Amsterdam cafe. What a gaff that is, by the way.
It's nice.
Aye, the old brunny.
Aye. Got Gary at a Guinness Zero. We sat outside and we went on TikTok live, and it was, you were mind blowing, man. You were loving it. He kept saying, no, we'll shut it in 5 more minutes, didn't he? It was class.
Good. Enjoyed it.
We're going to do merit. We're going to do more TikTok lives.
We'll just pick a different venue in the town every week.
Just go in.
Go and visit.
We'll end up getting invited in. Do you want to come in and do it in our shop?
We were going to, people kept saying to us, get somebody involved in the pub, but they looked as though they would press charges if we try to get them involved.
Aye, do you want to come on the internet with us?
Aye, there was nobody that was kind of...
You know. Kept thing me because people were drinking, but it's like we were promoting booze, wasn't it? It was weird.
I think must just pick up the...
That's
which is mental because surely you're not going to watch it and go, oh, I'm going to go and tan 10 Guinnesses now because I've seen you two.
Bad drink problem, mate.
Well, let's need to look at that.
I know. It's mad how it picked that up though.
I know.
Like the drinking in it.
Aye, it shuts down your live if you vape.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
What, restricted yours to 18 over?
Right.
But it didn't move for ages, and then we went off and on again. Now it just shot.
Aye.
Order TikTok.
Mad, wasn't it?
Bang it order.
Love it. Love how you TikTok live.
Tiki-toki.
Right, let's talk about all this weight that people are losing and not cheating a wee bit.
Kilimanjaro.
They're no on calorie deficits and all that. Like me, and going to the gym and doing the hard graft. They're injecting themselves with Mounjaro.
What the fuck is Mounjaro? What is it?
Is it Zempic as well, Paul?
It's a GLP-1, so it's a type of it's for people with diabetes, and it suppresses your appetite, lowers your blood sugar, does loads of stuff.
So am I right in saying then it's getting used where it shouldn't be getting used?
Well, people are getting it and they're going through the process. It seems like a correct process to get it, but I just think anything that where you're injecting yourself and there's no limit as to how much you can use, you can just keep buying it. Loads of people, like you see women 1 minute and they're well fed. Is that what your granny says? that what your gran used to say? Well fed.
Sub.
No, but then
Aye,
they're
mate,
built
you're
like
right,
that.
aye.
You know what I mean? And it's like
Bubbly and
and-
outgoing.
But I think now, listen, I know lots of people that do it, and I'm not slating them. Whatever, it's cool. Do what you've got to do. But I think now it's in people's heads where they see people, especially women, right? Let's categorise, who've lost a lot of weight, and everybody just automatically thinks now Mounjaro.
It's like a dramatic shift though. Like
Aye.
a couple of people I know that have used it, and it's a dramatic.
Aye.
But then there is people that get it non-prescribed as well. Like you can get it online and fucking,
Aye. Well,
which is a bit mental.
no, people are getting it like no prescribed off the NHS. People
Well,
are
some
getting
people
it.
are like the people that are diabetic. And that they're
Aye,
obviously
but not
getting
the
it.
majority of people. I think they're using it like recreationally, if you like.
But see the thing with that, right? These are the same fucking mentalists who are like, "Oh, I'm not getting a COVID jab. No, I'm not putting that in me." But they're getting fuck knows what injected
Lose a wee
into
bit
them.
of weight like that, geez that,
Aye,
man.
do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Right
Like,
the arse.
Well, that's saying if you'd have said the COVID jag makes you lose weight, people would have been fucking sticking it in all sorts of veins, wouldn't they, man? What's that, a jugular? Aye, geez,
but do you know what I've noticed as well with it? There's people online, and this is probably a fucking just a society thing, that aren't fat at all,
Aye.
and they're taking it, and you're like, what are you doing this for? Like,
But that's like girls who aren't ugly
and
or don't
aye,
have
that's
shite
what, aye,
lips
that's what I mean.
getting fucking
Aye.
ducks, man. You know what I mean?
Is it just because
wreck
folk are
yourself.
scared of missing out on something, or like I better get involved in this?
Aye. I think as well, so an interesting conversation I was having in the sunbeds the other day with a woman, and she says when it's sunny, that's when they're the busiest. And I think that's the people with the FOMO who are like, they've maybe been at the work all day, they've not been able to sit out in the sun, and their pals have all been sunbathing, and they're like, fuck it, I need to have a suntan as well. So they go in, and that's how the sunbeds are rammed
That's a
on
good
the
shout.
sunny days.
Aye, that is a
Do you know
good
what I mean?
shout. Aye.
And I think that's what it is. So you maybe don't need to lose weight, but they're like, no, I need to get involved in that as well. But it's a sheep mentality as well, innit? It's
Course
like
it is.
Instagram. It's like, I got that for there. You tell your pal, and they go, fuck, I'll need to get that as well.
I don't
And
mind
then
it.
think about it.
If folk do it, they're obviously doing it for a reason. They want to shift their weight and that, I get it. It's the folk that are doing it that are bullshitting that they're no. And they're like,
Oh,
this
aye,
is
aye.
just naturally. Shut up, man.
Aye, I think you can see because it's so
course
fast
you
that you
can,
can't
man.
lose weight that fast.
And you see it in like people's faces.
Aye.
Like,
Aye, they look like a
oh
different person,
my
didn't
God, man. They're like, no, I've just been walking.
they? Aye.
Right.
I just think the flip side of it is, see, when you stop taking it, when you're happy with your target weight,
Mm-hmm.
like you're stuck with that, because see, if you're no arsed and getting fit or like
Aye.
exercising, dieting properly and stuff like that, you're just
Aye.
using that. As soon as that your appetite starts to come back again, you start getting hungry, you can't suppress that just normally.
No. And it's, see, the thing is, right, see when you're injecting and you're losing weight, you might be thinner, but you're not healthier because you're still eating the same shite
Aye.
that you were eating before it.
Aye.
You're just,
Same could be said about people that like obviously you're doing a cut, but
Aye.
is that healthy?
aye.
Like, is it healthy to go 12 weeks consuming half the amount of calories that you need to sustain?
Aye.
Like, we think, I've had this chat with a lot of people that are like PTs about health and fitness. Like, how healthy and how fit are you, actually? Like, and no for people that are in deficits, but like bodybuilders, they can't run the line for themselves.
Yeah,
like,
aye,
they're
aye.
not fit, but it's an aesthetic. So
Aye,
we're
aye.
now obsessed with how we look rather than how we like perform or feel.
Aye.
And like what you're talking about, like with the GLP-1, the people that are taking that, mate, these people, if you get a problem with food, you're going to stop taking that jag. You're just going to go straight back to munching all that food. Like,
Aye,
I think
I
something
think
like
so.
50 to 60% of people that get a gastric band bust it and end up obese again.
Aye.
So it's a temporary solution to a long-term problem that you've got with food or like your lifestyle.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Can folk take this for like here on in, or can they
don't
only take
know.
it for a limited
And
amount
they
of time?
Well, the thing is, right, it's the same eating. So say whoever's prescribing you that jag, right, and they say, no, you can't take it anymore, all you do is you just go to somebody else. Or there's ways of getting
Aye,
everything.
aye,
You'll
true.
be able to get
Aye.
that for somebody. You'll be
Aye.
able to get it for somebody who's prescribed it, who doesn't want to take it anywhere, and you say, keep getting it, I'll buy it off you. You'd fucking get it anywhere, couldn't you? Let's be honest.
5 years ago, it was like dark alleyways and that for heroin. Now it's fucking Mounjaro.
Aye, exactly.
Mental. Sharon Osbourne and Kelly Osbourne are on it, man. They look horrific.
Aye, mate, it's the chins, man. Like the jawline looks as though they're on
Ozempic
crack.
face.
Aye. But you're basically, all you're doing is starving your body. That is it. That can't be good for you. And the thing is, the long-term effects of it, Nobody knows what they are. Same with the COVID jag. Like, I swear the COVID jag made me ill. And I was getting these, like, the unbelievable head what do you call it?
Headache.
Headaches. I went blank there. What the fuck, man? Headaches,
Because of the
mate.
job.
It was unbearable and it was weird. It came at the same time every morning. Bang, pinged on, right? And it was crippling me. I was like having to crawl. I was in the fetal position with these headaches. I went to the doctor and they're like, what COVID jag did you get? And I said, was it AstraZeneca or something? And they went, oh, that's fine. Because if you'd have got, what was the other one? Begin with an F.
Can't mind.
Pfizer.
If you'd have got Pfizer, I would have said you maybe had a blood clot in the brain, but AstraZeneca doesn't cause that. And I was like, who said that? I went, how the fuck do you know that?
That's just a blasé, like, what one?
And then 3 or 4 months later, I had fucking pleurisy, didn't I? And that all came for it. Like, my lungs are I can't run anything. My lungs are fucked.
That's fucking mental.
I know. So stuff like that, like, there's long-term effects. The thing is, see what you say, Paul, about like me obviously doing the cutting now, right? So when I came out of that, it's no healthy just to go back to the way I was eating, and I'm exercising a lot more intense than what I was, right? So if I just went back to what I was doing before, that's not good. But the right thing to do is to go into like maintenance calories and gradually increase it to get to a stage where your body stays the same, it's almost the same, but you're eating properly. Do you know what I mean? You're eating right. But just jumping off that jag and then fucking hoping for the best. There's no aftercare with it. Do you know what I mean? It's just you're either on it or you're off it.
Aye, it's everywhere, man.
I think if you're like huge and you're like exercising is going to be fucking difficult for you and uncomfortable and a lot of leg chafing if you're trying to walk and all
Exercise,
Job rub.
exercise is supposed to be fucking
that.
uncomfortable.
I know, but like, if you're like massively, like if you're 3 seats in a plane type size,
Right.
then maybe I would be like, right, okay, try and reduce your weight a bit. But I think if you're just going for like a standing start and you're just average body size, do you really need it? You know, you
But
probably
then,
don't.
even as Paul said as well, so if you are that big, right, as soon as you come off the jags, you're just going to go back to the way you were eating.
I mean, do
Before?
you mean if you're really heavy?
Aye.
But what I'm saying is to get to a stage where you can maybe actually start exercising if you want to,
Aye.
like change your
Aye.
lifestyle
Like
totally.
kickstart, give yourself
Aye.
a kickstart weight, and
Just
then.
to lose weight
Aye.
But
quickly.
you need different. It needs to be multifaceted. Like you need support for different. It can't just
Aye.
be. I'll just take that jag, lose weight, and then that's it sorted. It's
Aye.
like, well, what's the relationship been with food before? Why
You
was
need
it like
educated, didn't you? You need, like,
That's
what
it.
is the right foods to eat, like, and what is the right exercise to do as well. You can't just go out and try and run 5k
No.
when you take 10 seatbelts in a plane.
I seen
You know
a
what I
guy on, I think it was Instagram, and he's taking that Mounjaro, and he's still eating like takeaways and all that all the time. And I'm like, what's the fucking point, man?
Aye.
Like, what is the
Because
point?
it's dear as well, isn't it? It was £150 a week.
It's like £200 a month or something like
Is
that.
it £200 a month?
I've got
Aye.
a pal who's
Hell,
taking
man.
it. Interestingly, my pal says that he stopped vaping
Is
because
that
of
right?
it. Aye, it made him vape less.
Is it just one injection a day?
One a week.
One a week.
Oh,
But to be fair though, when you actually think of that devil's advocate, £200 a month, right? The amount of money that you'd save in food. When you think about it. Because you're not buying anywhere near the same amount of food. I know people that are on it, no name names, hardly eat in, and have lost a lot of weight.
which again is it's not sustainable,
Aye. And interestingly, that person has just stopped it.
right?
So it'll be interesting to see, like,
The difference.
not the difference, but just how hard it is to maybe go back to like
Aye.
normal or some sort of normality. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
I'll feed that back in. I'll have a discussion with that person and we'll feed it back in. Aye, Mounjaro.
Serious subjects, man.
So on the Patreon, the last Patreon, I was talking about getting a tarot reading.
Yes, you will.
Right? And it's opened my mind up to it a wee bit now. I know
Did we no slaughter it at one point?
We did, aye. We
Right.
did. And so now it was with the Spirit Works in Morris Park, right?
Right.
I see Christine in there and James as well. They're both in there and they do tarot readings and all that sort of stuff. So it was like Morris Park was having a market and it was a tenner for a tarot reading. I was like, I'm going to give it a bash and see, just to see what happened. I ended up in there for like an hour and a half.
How long were you
I
meant to
got
be in there
two
for?
readings, so I got a reading off the woman and a reading off the guy.
Right.
But it was interesting. I'm not going into like details of it, but there was things that came out in the cards that, in relation to me and my youngest daughter,
Right.
like we drew two of the same cards out,
Right.
which makes it's a bit like I'm not saying it. Actually, And I was like, no, that's pretty bang on, man. Some of the stuff I was like, aye, this makes a lot of sense.
So you a believer now?
Eh?
Are you a believer?
Not a believer. I'm interested. I
Right.
think I'll go back for more.
Oh.
Aye. She was like, oh, you're an interesting person, all that. We want to delve deeper into this. And I was like, right, okay.
I'll bet they do, mate.
They're based in Morris Park, so but that was the thing as well. I was like, you kind of need to open up when you're there. Do you know what I mean? You're like, do you want somebody knowing all your business as well? Do you know what I mean?
So how does it work? Did they ask you things?
So they asked me about certain things that I asked about like the podcast
Mm-hmm.
in relation and my business as well, and how they both.
I bet you any amount of money you want, he asked if he was going to get replaced.
No, I never asked that. You'll get fucking replaced.
Change the narrative.
I'll
here.
replace you.
All right.
I'll start doing auditions.
Difference is, mate, one of us won't care.
Stop saying that. You would care. You would. You'd be like, "It was my idea. It was my
I
idea."
genuinely wouldn't, and you'd be like, raging because he doesn't care.
You would start the Tuesday Club up.
With Paul and Chris
The
McInnes.
name was my idea as well. I know. You'd be like texting Paul on the side. Don't fucking let him use the
I
studio,
know.
mate.
I'd be like a Wayne. A divorced Wayne.
I know.
I wouldn't be like that. Paul knows what side his bread's
I'd
buttered on.
stand outside the studio when you were filming and shout abuse and all that. through the door.
I'd be all right, mate. I'd be
What was I
fine.
saying? No, so I was speaking about that.
What'd you ask about the podcast?
So I had said about I was talking about my businesses, and I was basically saying about how like this is taking off, and I just want to see like what's in front of it and whatever. So one of the cards was like a good fortune card. It was like it's to do with money, like but in a positive way. And the other one was Wheel of Fortune. I think the Wheel of Fortune card, but it came out upside down. So she was like, oh, and some other fucking thing. And I was like, two of them were really good, and one was a bit iffy. A broken heart or something like that. Something like this. Heartache. One was to do with heartache. And I was like, fucking hell. So I was a bit like, oh.
Podcast Heartache?
No, to do with it was to do with Box Fresh. That's what it was to do with.
Oh.
Wheel of Fortune. So I was like, punt the business. Fucking that would do me, man. That was what was in my head. So
You'd
if
be
anybody
punting-
wants to buy it,
Aye.
lock, stock and barrel, then
And
Get in
staff
touch.
included?
well, everything. The lease, the fucking all the stock, you name it, everything.
You would sell it.
You keep saying I would sell my
You-
business.
you
I
love
would
Bo-
sell.
you love it.
I would sell Box Fresh and Sold right now if somebody phoned me and went, "This is what I'm offering you."
You would miss it.
No, I wouldn't.
Aye, you would.
I hate it.
Your wee videos and all that, you love it.
Nah, mate. That's see that having to make videos and I fucking despise doing that.
How?
I might look as if I enjoy it, but I hate it.
Why?
I just do. You're a slave to it. I don't want to be on social media and fucking make all these stupid videos and put yourself out there. I do not like doing it, but you need to do it. Like the increase in revenue since I started doing it is frightening, right? And if you don't do it, you go back to where it was. But I don't enjoy it, and I would sell it. So that was these sort of questions I asked about, like my kids. They said a mad thing, like your oldest daughter is she's got a worry and all that, but she'll never tell you what it is.
Right.
But you'll need to manage it, but she's worried about something, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? But it gets you ticking, it gets you thinking. But then I don't know how much of that you kind of fill the gaps in your own head as well. Do you know what I mean? But it was interesting. I'm going to go back because the woman that does it, she does a full astrology and numerology reading.
Right.
So she can take your the time that you were born, the day you were born, your name and all that, and gives you a full like map out of your life sort of thing. She said, she's like, you need to come back and we'll do it. She actually texted me the other day. I've no text her back, but that's just what I do, innit? I don't text people back.
True.
I'll
that.
remember in 2 weeks' time that I've forgot to text her and I'll say, I'm really sorry, I've been busy.
Yep. Been there, my friend.
I know. I'm shy of that, man. I'm a shy texter back.
Yeah.
But see, my mate, Anton, I'm going to call him out, right? He's so jealous of you, by the way. Right?
Tell Paul what he done on the Patreon.
See, my best mate, Anton. My bestest, bestie, right?
Is this like a childhood, mate?
Oh,
No, we became mates since we were 20, I think.
Oh, cool.
But he's so jealous of me and Gary that he went on to join the Patreon, and then he started fucking digging him out like you're in the chat and all that.
Who
wouldn't you?
the fuck's this clown?
Aye, like fuck you, Gary, and all that. Keenan abuse. He's like, why is this guy coming for me? Fight him. I was like, that's Anton. So he texted me the other night, like fuck you, because I hadn't texted him back. So now I text him in the morning. I say good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, mate. I like constantly. Like fuck you, he's not texting me back a single time.
Raging insecurities, man.
I know. It's like it feels as if you're trying to steal me.
Well, I already have, so.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, I can't deal with that for it. Right, you haven't. Keep trying. Right, I feel as if I need to get the fucking vibe higher. The vibe's quite low. I feel as if it's low, right? I've not had any Red Bull nuts. We need to get it.
Right, okay.
Sing a song.
What do you want me? Somebody asked me to ask you to sing Pink Pony Club in the Proclaimers.
I don't know. I just know Pink Pony Club. I don't know the rest of it.
Me neither, mate. I'll pass
Songs
it on.
are shiter.
That is a shiter.
It's shiter, innit? Let's get into fucking people's mints here. I just spat there. Sorry, did that if that came out in the camera? Let's fucking take this to the next level right now, right?
Go for it.
Yeah, this is what I need.
All right.
I'm like, see that guy, if you're not training with intensity, you will not be in my team on a Saturday. Is
Mark
it
Fotheringham.
something? Aye. Is that in a fake accent?
He's got about 9 accent. I think he managed in like Germany or Italy or
He's
something.
managing. He was, and now he's back down south.
Aye.
That's a fake accent, wasn't it?
It's a random accent.
Was he the same guy that was like a wonder kid and
He was at Celtic.
Championship manager?
Played
Aye.
for Celtic, Fozzie.
Did he play with Dundee United at all?
Ooh. One of the Dundee clubs, I don't know.
He was a wonder kid and
Aye.
Championship manager in 1998. He used to
Just like
sign Mark Fotheringham and Martin Palermo and you would win the league.
Mark Kerr for Dundee was another one.
No, that's who it was. It was Mark Kerr. It wasn't Mark
Mark Kerr.
Fotheringham. Never heard of that cunt in my life.
Mark Kerr. Mark Fotheringham was one of the players that came through at Celtic that people thought
It was Mark Kerr.
would go on and do well.
Aye.
Mark Kerr was brilliant.
Cherno Samba.
Taribo
another
West.
Taribo West, mate. Who's the wide player? Kim Kallstrom.
Aye.
Oh, and he's a top midfielder. He can play left, right, and centre.
All day.
Class, man.
All day.
Class. Love it. Right. Celebrity deaths that affected you.
So somebody sent us into Patreon
It's a great topic.
and they were talking about celebrities that have died that you have no connection to at all, or somebody that you've seen on the news, or you've been following something and the person's died and you've actually been rattled by it.
Aye. Tell me yours.
Prince.
Prince who?
I was gutted when
Prince
Prince
who?
died. The artist formerly known as
Prince Philip.
fuck off. The Prince.
Like Purple
Oh,
Rain.
man.
I don't like him.
What?
Nah, he's strange, man.
You like Michael Jackson?
What's up with that?
Right. So
Michael
let's-
Jackson's my answer to my question.
Let's not go down the strange route.
Prince. I
Prince
didn't even know.
fucking-
I'll be honest, right? I swear, my kid's life. I didn't even know Prince was dead.
Shut up.
I didn't.
Did you know?
No,
Fuck off, man.
nah.
Paul Bone, we're going now.
I don't like his music. I like
What?
I like November Rain instead. The Guns N' Roses. Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass
It's
is
Paradise
green.
City. Same band, but so it's
Aye.
good. It's good.
I like that. November Rain. Take me down.
Nah, that's
Can't believe Prince is one of the ones on my list that I wish I'd seen live.
aye.
Oh, mate.
What? Tell me another Prince song.
Purple Rain, Raspberry Beret, Little Red Corvette.
How does Raspberry Beret go again?
Raspberry Beret.
He's shite.
What the
Do you like him, Paul?
fuck, man?
Neither here nor there.
His
Well,
music's shit. Purple Rain's an average song, but the rest
What?
of his music's shite.
Don't talk pish, man.
I am not having. Right, okay, but listen, that's your answer, and I respect your answer.
Prince was one of them. I don't think there was any other like celebrities that I was that asked about. And that would really Michael Jackson's probably a lot of people in it. That was
Michael
kinda,
Jackson, I was devastated, man.
Do you remember where you were?
Aye.
What were you doing?
What?
Did you cry?
No, I was like, I couldn't believe it. And it was like the early days of the, like, I had a phone with the internet and all that. I was pure trying to like search it up. Must have been like on Ask Jeeves or something. And it was on the radio and it was like reports in Los Angeles that Michael Jackson has died and all that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've got the email there with tickets to go to the show and all that. I went, there's no fucking deed. It was with Dermot O'Leary 3 weeks ago. What he's talking about? It was fucking brand new.
What's your
I watched
favourite
it.
Michael Jackson song?
Oh, Man in the Mirror. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life.
What tune that is? He has got some bangers, to be fair.
Like,
Stranger in Moscow is one of my favourite songs.
it's
Michael
random.
Jackson. I just love it, mate.
Sing it.
No.
That's, the vibe's high. Sing
Couldn't do it justice.
it. Paul, who's yours?
They're fucking talking about the vibes being fucking low. Remember Mark Sprite?
Aye.
He was
Art
like a
Attack.
children's TV presenter.
That the guy with the
No,
blonde
no,
hair?
Art Attack. Not Art Attack.
It was the Art Attack. It was
Oh,
what was it
Smart.
called? Smart.
Aye, he
Smart.
looked like kind of spiky blonde
he
dude.
killed himself, didn't he?
Aye, man. I found that quite disturbing because I liked that when I was a wee guy. I
Aye.
used to watch that. Davy Cooper spoke about that one before
Aye.
on the podcast. I got a text about Michael Jackson. I was like, fuck off. Like, no chance. I didn't believe it until I went
Aye.
home and seen the news. I was like, fuck's sake, man, no way. I was like you. I was like, he was on the telly. Like,
know.
how the fuck did that happen?
Because there was videos of him rehearsing and all that, and you're like, oh, this is going to be amazing, this show.
Do you know who else actually? Just purely for the fact that I thought, what a waste, man. Whitney Houston,
Mm-hmm.
because she totally
I think
fucked
you've seen
up
that
with
one
it.
coming though. I think it's
know, but it's just
unexpected,
sad,
isn't
man.
it? I know. What a singer, man.
That's what I mean.
See when you go to that horseshoe barn,
Some
lasses
chanter.
sing Whitney Houston and Celine Dion and all that, and you're like, you are good hen.
Aye.
Fucking fair play.
Fair play to you.
Fair play.
On yourself.
Love it. I've probably got a couple. Obviously Michael Jackson, right? Princess Diana.
Aye, man.
That was
remember
probably one of the ones where you were like, fuck.
I remember being a wee guy, and I remember I had a portable telly in my room, and I woke up, I don't know if it was a Sunday
It's
morning,
a Sunday
Sunday
morning.
morning.
So I was
Aye.
doing my papers.
and the news was on. I put my channel on for the cartoons, and news was on, and it was like reports from France, Paris, that Princess Diana has died in a car crash. And I was like, oh, I remember being dead young and thinking, that sounds significant. I went in and I woke my mum and dad up and I went, it's on the news that the cartoons aren't on, Princess Diana's died in a car crash. And my dad's like, no, she's not. What are you talking about? Came away through, and sure enough, it was a fucking pure reporting it.
That was like the first big kind of funeral I'd ever seen on the telly.
Aye. So I just remember the young boys. And
Aye.
thinking, what the fuck are they, like, why are they having to do that? People throwing flowers, and I remember my mum taped it. And then like, I remember watching it back and all that. Like,
I think it was
was
one of the
taped.
most watched things
aye,
like in history. Like it was fucking millions.
Elton John giving it the biggin.
God, that's right. Aye.
And it seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Good impression.
I know.
Well played.
Do you
Aye,
remember the
man.
joke at the time when Mother
Fucking
Teresa died
know
and
you
people were
got to
saying
say.
sandals in the bin?
Aye, put your sandals in the bin.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Mother Teresa. She's a saint, isn't she? Can I
she,
say
aye?
that, Paul? Can I say that? Do you know what to be a saint, right? This is a fact.
Have you looked into it?
You need to provide, you need to have carried out 2 miracles,
Right.
right? And Mother Teresa became a saint because a blind woman was blind and prayed to Mother Teresa every day and then got her sight back. And then they said, right, that's a miracle that Mother Teresa performed.
But that's just one.
Who the fuck is phoning me? Benny. No answer.
That's just one miracle.
What?
I thought you needed 2.
Well, there must have been another one. I don't know. What? I don't know. But that was one of them. The woman was blind and then all of a sudden fucking boom, sight. What a lot of shite, man.
Get yourself a couple of miracles, mate.
Honestly, innit? A lot of shite. Like, I'm going to say that I've prayed to you every day that fucking, I don't know. I'll make something up, right?
What do you want?
My ADHD goes away.
Let's not get fucking ridiculous. Like, let's aim lower.
I could pretend that I didn't have ADHD.
No, you couldn't.
No, I could.
No, you couldn't.
You're holding on to that chair as if you're about to take it off. Right, as if he's on a ride at Alton Towers, man. Right, so who have we got? Princess Diana, Michael Jackson. I thought oh no, do you know who? Caroline Flack. Caroline
that's a
Flack,
shout,
man.
actually.
I was just like, that is fucking bullshit. Like, they
Aye.
hounded that last year with that whole court case, and her boyfriend get charged and all that, didn't he? Or did she get charged?
She got
for
charged.
hitting him.
Aye.
And about the blood in the flat and all that. Like, fucking leave that lassie alone. She was a beautiful person, wasn't she?
Aye, that was. Well, I didn't know her. I don't know if she was a
No,
beautiful
she was,
person.
but she's like, she's good at her job and everything. She's
Aye.
just a nice lassie.
But it's just a typical example of the press in the UK
Scumbags, man.
that just go for.
Aye.
Aye, that was pretty kind of out the blue, to be fair.
Caroline Flack, you're a bit like fucking hell. And then you watch programmes about it. Ollie Mills, Pure in Tears. I love Ollie Mills. It's like,
Ollie Moores.
Rachel Adedeji. By the way, I can do an impression of the guy. Who's that fucking twat commentator does Scottish football?
Ian Crocker.
Ian Crocker.
Go for it.
Kenny Miller always has a say on Derby Day.
It's actually quite good.
That's not bad.
Why is he so high pitched, man?
I don't know, man.
I know.
When did
That's
you
going to be
realise
really
that
loud
one
on
could-
the big tellies, isn't it? When people watch this, right?
Folk are going to watch Kenny Miller goals and just put your
I don't know
your
how. I
commentary
don't
up.
know how I fucking that one came out. I don't know.
Ian Crocker.
Ian
He
Crocker,
looks
man.
though he sweats a
They
lot.
need to, right, we need to have a fucking Sky Sports coverage segment one day, right? And they just need to get all the fucking bams to fuck.
I tell you
man.
something about Sky Sports. Get Boyd and Sutton to fuck
Aye.
for next season. It's just a
Nobody wants to
pantomime.
hear- I know. We want insight. We want tactical knowledge.
Aye.
Why does the English
Aye.
game get like Neville,
100%.
Keane and all that, and we get fucking two windy lickers?
Aye,
Bullshit. Try to slag each other. I know,
mate.
but you're not wearing the right socks with your trousers today, so
It's
don't you know what you're
fucking-
saying?
You don't even want to watch
I
like,
know.
the pre-game build-up.
Because there's nothing that you don't get. If you didn't know like the rules of football, you're not getting anything
No.
out of watching that.
Aye, man.
So
Scottish
bad.
football coverage is an absolute disgrace. Sometimes
So
Sky
bad.
Sports doesn't even do it and it just
No.
stops. You're like,
Aye.
they didn't even tell us it was stopping there.
Aye.
Aye.
Or the game finishes and it's like we're just cutting to this English game.
Aye.
That's it.
I
Walk
know.
off the pitch and it's
Shocking.
I know.
like we don't have anything like see like Monday Night Football.
No insight.
Nothing like that at
And
all.
even sports scene, you've got fucking what's his face?
Stephen Thompson.
Jesus
Stephen
wept, man.
Stephen Thompson used to be my favourite Rangers player when he was a player, right? But who's the other ginger
Michael
guy?
Stewart.
Michael Stewart. Wank man. You know what I mean? And I watch Match of the Day and I'm like pure. It's fucking insightful. See Joe Hart on Match of the Day. He's the most informative fucking person in the world, man. He talks you through every pass and why each pass was made the exact same way. He maybe over talks, but at least you get an insight. You're watching that and you're like, I went right off topic here, Hunter.
That's all right, mate. You fucking go for
and,
it.
you're watching him, all the shite he's talking, absolute shite with a wee shitey agenda, with his wee shitey haircut.
I love-
His breath stinks of shite and all, man. He looks as if his breath stinks. I walked past him in Aviemore a couple of years ago and I felt like saying, see you're fucking shite.
But you shite yourself.
It was Ways Waynes. They look shite and all. Ways Waynes look shite and all. man.
know.
I like Faddy. I think James McFadden's
I
good.
like James McFadden. He's the only one that I would say I could listen to.
This will be controversial because he's not a Celtic fan. Like, I can't stand listening to Martin O'Neill.
Oh,
He sounds like it's like Joe Biden. It's like, are you senile? Like, what's going on? Like, see the amount of times he tells a story and you're like, that's the wrong person you're talking about. Like,
I can do a Martin O'Neill impression as well. What did?
aye.
go for it.
I really mean it. I really, really do. After the game, questions must be answered. Like, why is Rob Douglas 6'4" when he stands tall and 5'4" when he jumps for a cross?
We're just going to have a show with you doing impressions, man. I'm fucking here for it. Aye, get them all. Or just bring Carragher and Evelyn Keane up here and let them do Scottish and all.
Why not? Why not?
I could listen to Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher all day.
Roy Keane is dynamite. I feel like I'm the Roy Keane of the podcast world.
What?
Aye, I think I am the
In
equivalent.
what way?
Scottish, but just like hating everybody and just being like fucking.
I don't think he does though. I think he's just.
calls it as it is.
Aye, I don't think
Did I not
he
do
hates
that?
folk. No, you do hate some folk.
Aye, that's true. Michael Stewart. Is that his name?
Aye.
Twat. Okay, right. Rolled seamlessly into this one, right? 3 things you like about yourself and 1 thing you don't.
I was thinking about this the other day.
I was hope so, because it's your fucking question.
It's mate. I mean, you'll fucking probably have 10 things that you like about yourself, but
I'm an insecure person.
are you?
Mhm.
Interesting. I thought I want to know because you never ever think. See, when you think about yourself, right? You never think about yourself in a positive. You always look for like
That's true.
flaws.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what's 3 things that you actually like about yourself, or 3 qualities that you think you've got?
Go give us one then.
Am I going first? I'll go
You're-
first. I'll go first.
You go first, then Paul, and then I'll go.
So we're just going 1 at a time, or are we going 3?
What do you want?
So 3 things you like about yourself, right? And 1 thing you
Why are
would
you shouting
change.
at me?
Because I want to make myself heard. 3 things that you like, 1 thing that you would
Right.
change. So go with the likes first, right?
Right.
I think I genuinely think I'm a good person.
Right.
I try to be
okay.
a good person. I'm a good dad, which is very, very, very important. And the 3rd one, I'm very loyal to people.
Mm.
I have a small circle, but I would do anything for the people within that. There you go.
I like that. It's deep. Why did you start whispering?
Because we're getting deep news.
I feel as if we should light a fire and throw these in the
Because
fire after we say
See,
them.
when people are watching this, they're going to play, fucking hell, man,
Something up with my telly.
I'm going to bring this
that.
down. I'm going to bring this down. Aye.
Paul,
what's yours?
I'll tell you what I don't like about myself.
No,
That's not the rules, Paul. You
go
can't
with the
fuck with
three
the
you
rules.
like
Okay,
first.
right, the three things.
Have you got 3 things you don't like about yourself?
I think everybody's got like a long list of
Aye.
things that they would want to work on, right? I'm really considerate. So, like, see if it's like birthday, Christmas, I put in so much effort into what I'm buying somebody. Only very, like, 2 people. That's it.
Right.
So that's one thing that I like about myself as well, is that I don't have hundreds of pals. I'm like quite... No, I don't know if I would say it's loyalty, but I like a close circle of people. And then I'm super, super generous. I'd give away like my last penny. And when we were younger at nights out, I would always be at the bar, I'd always be buying drinks, always doing that. So that's 3 things that I like about
that.
myself.
What about you?
I have put determination.
Right.
I'm really determined. My confidence.
Right.
But see, that's weird, right? Because I'm the most confident person you'll ever meet in your life. Probably one of the most fucking insecure as well. Which is weird, innit? That doesn't make sense.
But a lot of people that are insecure project.
I don't think I project. Like, I think I could go, I think I could do that, and I'll genuinely think I
Aye.
could do it. But I'll be like, I think I could do that, but how the fuck do I look when I'm doing it?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Aye.
So it's not about your ability, it's more about how people are perceiving you.
Aye.
Right.
Aye. Do you know what I mean? It's a fucking weird thing. I don't have any negativity like surrounding confidence and ability, if that
Aye.
makes sense. I've put bravery as well, but I was trying to word that better. Like, no scared.
Courageous.
Courageous.
In the sense
aye.
of what? Just like life in general or anything at all? Or?
Anything, mate.
Aye.
Anything like, whether it's a big decision to go and fucking have the boys to go and make it, which I've done several times, or anything at all. Bravery to fucking look after people or anything. Do you know what I mean? And I put that, but then when you said good dad, and then I was like, fuck, I want to change, man. Because I think that is fucking, I'm good at that too.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Love that. Love this.
I know, it's deep in it.
What would you change? What's one thing you would change about yourself?
Overthinking, man. That's, well, common on their own is fucking anxiety in it, but I've not had that bad for a while. I think the booze, stopping the booze has got a lot to do with not having that.
Aye.
But see, when it comes, it's fucking horrible, man.
Aye.
Cripples you.
Aye.
Kills
Paul?
you.
Right, so this is like an interview question. I'm not saying like, so I have found myself to be too smart,
Right.
and and it's to a fault, because there's times where I need to be more humble, and because I've grew up kind of smart, it's like I'm a smart ass. Do you know what I mean? And there's things that I don't know about, and I almost like pretend that I know stuff about it.
Right.
Because I'm smarter in other areas. Like, I'm a fairly capable person.
Aye.
If you like, I knew nothing about cameras, nothing about audio. I just went, fuck it. Do you know what? I'm just going to research this and just do it, and done it. So it's kind of like what Chris is saying, where you've got that confidence in your ability, but then there's times where you need to take a step back and shut your mouth and let other people talk. And I can be quite bad at like fronting that I know.
Because you're not used to not knowing.
Exactly.
Aye.
You're in the room and you
that,
think
aye.
you're the smartest person, you're like, and then you find out you're no, and it's almost like, I don't know, you're like, fuck man, why did I say that? Like, why did I not just shut up and blah, blah, blah.
Aye.
So it's like a double-edged sword, you know what I
Aye.
mean?
That's a good one.
That's a good
What's
one.
yours?
I overanalyze things, man. But I think it comes from like work, and I think worst case scenario with everything, and then I plan around it. So if I think about something in my life or something with the kids or something ending, I'll go to the worst possible outcome and then work back.
That's mentally
But I
tough,
think
innit?
that's, I don't know if that's why I'm always laid back about things, because I'm never like up or down. I just keep a kind of, even when pure brilliant things are happening, I'm just like, aye, that's brilliant. And I'm buzzing. So like I'm no buzzing, but I just don't get pure thing me about it.
In case something bad happens.
Aye, but it's the same if something like really catastrophic happens as well. I don't really change.
Because you've expected it to happen.
Aye, because you're like, right, it's just part of fucking life, innit? It's you've just got to go on with it. But if I could change that, I probably would.
So that you can be more up and down.
Aye, but then that comes with its own issues as well, I'd imagine.
Aye. Fucking
Right,
deep
that.
wee question that,
Yeah,
innit?
I
Well
love
done,
that.
Gary. That's commendable
love
that you
that.
brought that to the table there on the
Gets a
podcast.
wee commendable.
We've all learned something about each other, and the viewers have learned something about us as well, which I
And
like.
hopefully they're sitting themselves going, 3 things do I like
Aye,
about
why
myself?
don't you turn to the person next to you and ask, what 3 things do you like
What if
about
they're having a
yourself?
sit down shower themselves?
Have you had a sit down shower yet?
No.
No.
You duck fucking
No,
lying
mate, I've
bastard.
no-
He lied there. Did
I've
you see
no-
that, Paul?
No.
You fucking
I
did.
missed
See if I
Paul
did.
hesitated. You went, no,
See if I did, I would tell you.
mate, they're class.
I've
I'm
not had
not
a day
one,
that
right?
bad yet that I need to have one, but I will at some point.
It's by the way, because I have my first shower in the mornings when I go to the gym usually. I'm having a sit down shower in the gym. Did you see that thing I put on TikTok about the guy in the gym? I was having a shower in a cubicle, right?
No.
And I'm like, I can smell coffee, pure strong, when I'm having a shower, right? I was like, what the fuck? I looked down, the guy in the cubicle next to me was having a shower, was obviously doing a piss, and he said a big strong coffee, and I could smell it in his piss.
Have the piss in the shower?
Aye, he's having a piss in the shower, right? So I was like, what the fuck, man? So I was full of pre-workout, and I thought, fuck you. I just started hosing back, like
I was
bending
full
down,
of pre-workout.
pure peeing underneath the thing, man.
A
I was
sword
like,
fight?
it was pure yellow. I was like, fuck you, man, you're getting that back.
Oh, mate.
I know it's barking in it.
Do you know say it? I'm a fucking mud.
No, I'm trying to take a step back for being Mr. Aggressive. I was just like, oh,
You mean
you
you're pissed pretty
you
aggressively
pee
there?
on me, I'll pee on you. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it works. Oh, the chap, when you might say, did you do a piss there, mate? And he goes, aye. And I go,
Sort
Okay.
yourself out, man.
all right. What kind of coffee was that?
Take your
Smell
pissy
alright.
coffee elsewhere, man.
Smells like good shit, man.
I thought you were going to say he was just done in the shower with a fucking coffee or something.
Nah, it's fucking mental. Dirty bastard, man.
Aye, that's needed.
You know, people's gym habits and I'm going to maybe move gym. I think I should move gym because that guy didn't wash his hands and then him pissed in.
Which-
He's like he's pissing on my feet, wasn't he? And
What's
my
your other options?
my
What you
flip-flops.
thinking?
The David Lloyd and Renfrew I could go to.
What one do you go to now?
The JD and Renfrew.
And is there much other? David Lloyd's a dear, man.
I know, but it's a better gym and it's got
Try to
outdoor,
weed out the...
outdoor pool and all that. And if you're paying, I don't know, is it £120 a month? I don't know, you may like to pee in the shower, maybe, yeah.
Just smells of money.
But a lot of people there with expendable income in winter.
Or Spam Valley, mate.
Aye.
Is that no where Philip Clement did his assisted dips on TikTok in that fucking David Lloyd?
Was it?
Was it?
Imagine posting yourself doing assisted dips, man. Come on, to fuck.
What's an assisted dip?
Like the
With
dip
the
machine?
band?
No, we like
Oh,
the
on
mad
the machine?
Aye, we like the mad platform
Nah,
under your knees,
Got to
man.
be straight pull-ups in it.
Aye.
Worked out well for him, didn't it?
Fucking wanker, man.
I called him Philip there. No, Philippe.
Philippe
So
Clement.
part of the story. Fuck up.
Oh,
Right,
man.
I've come in with this, right? So this is a message to all employers.
Mm-hmm.
I better watch what I'm saying because people just in my work will just make things up, right? But I think, see if somebody's got a funeral,
Uh-huh.
they should be allowed to go to that funeral. There shouldn't be you shouldn't have to ask, was it a close family member? How close were they? See your auntie, how often did you see her? Like, if you want to go and pay your respects to somebody at their funeral, then I think you should be allowed to go. And I get that people rip the piss out of it and be like, they'll just read the back of the Evening Times and be like, oh, I've got a funeral, I need to go. But I
Your
think
grand's died again?
you can spare somebody an hour and a half,
Aye.
2 hours out the day.
Is there a lot of workplaces that don't?
Aye.
Is there?
Aye,
Right.
a lot. I've been to funerals. I'm like, well, such and such, and that. Can I get time off work? And I just think going to a funeral is like it's a pure respect thing. I've been to lots of funerals where I don't even know the person who died. I've just maybe a close to their family
Aye,
member or something.
aye.
Do you know what I mean? Something like that. And I'm like, no, you need that's a biggie. Do you know what I mean? You need
Aye.
to be there. And I just think, what places that go? No, you're not getting away. I just think that is bullshit.
So what's the law on it? Is it like parent, grandparent,
I
child?
think there's a law. I think it's just like procedure in workplaces that
Company policy.
company
Right.
policy, and they'll say, no, you can't go. I just think that's shite.
Aye, that is pretty.
I just think you're turning around to somebody and saying, Especially like,
Aye.
say for example, you and your best mate have grown up together, went to primary school, secondary school, and you know each other forever, right? And their mum passed away. Who's somebody that you grew up with, who's like your second mum almost, and your work are like, no, it's not an immediate family member, so I'm not letting you away. Imagine missing that because your work says you can't go.
Aye. And you probably get people, you'll get people that will be like, aye, you would just go, but you've also got people that are like, well, I can't afford to just leave my job.
But there's workarounds, right? It doesn't matter what you do.
Aye,
There's
of course there is.
workarounds. Like, unless you are the sole employee of that business and it's fucking not going to work, or that organisation, right? Unless you're there. But there's always a work. Surely your boss can go, I'll cover you for a couple of hours, right? But you owe me a favour. Or work an extra 2 hours, or come in
Aye,
early,
you make it up.
disappear. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if you really want to go, you'll do what needs done to be able to get to it.
But there must just be some bosses or companies that just don't give a fuck.
Aye.
Just don't see it as a, I'm not bothered, you're not going.
Aye.
End of.
Aye, it's right. It's written down, you can't go.
And you all get your, I'd say it's a minority that rip the arse out of it. Like, that's your 12th funeral of the month, mate. Come on to fuck.
You could go at it and bring the comic back with you so that I know you've been.
The comic.
Comic.
Aye.
That's a good word search.
Funeral
Offer a
comic.
service.
Comic.
Well,
You
I
get a
agree.
programme.
I agree 100%.
Aye.
As an employer as well, like I think probably the same, Paul. You look at it and you go, right, I don't even want to ask too many questions. Right?
No.
Who is it? Is it local? Or is it if it's miles away and they're got to travel or whatever, then you're like, right, we need to have a wee conversation. We need to work this out because I can't really afford to let you away all day. But let's work something out. But if somebody's saying and it's local and they've got like 20 minutes away, whatever drive, I go to it. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to the fucking thing. You're not going after it for the steak pie and the booze. You know what I mean?
No, you've got to trust your staff a wee bit, I know, don't you?
Aye.
That they're going to kind of. I think if you're good to your staff, they won't take the piss
Aye.
with you. I think they would come to you and go, look, I need a couple of hours.
Aye.
And 9 times out of 10, a decent person would be like, done.
I've been to funerals and I've been like, why is that person not here? And then I feel like phoning their fucking work up and going, you fucking out of order. That person was everybody was expecting them to be there,
Aye.
and you're saying they can't go. What the fuck are you talking about? Somebody's actually died. Like, this is what the worst day in somebody's close to them's life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's a pal or whatever who's somebody's died close to him, this is one of the worst days ever, and you're saying they can't be there. It's fucking, where's the humanity?
There'll be a shitload of folk that will reply to this and go, aye,
That's happened to
I've
me.
been in that
Aye.
situation.
People will share it knowing that the bosses will see it and all that.
Retail's bad for it
Aye.
because they'll be like, oh, can I get him to cover your shift?
Manager covers it.
Aye, you're going to
Manager
come
get
in
after
and
us and cover it. Like, get your hands dirty.
Aye.
Help your the thing is as well, right? See wee small things like that. If you're a good boss and you do stuff like that for your troops, see when it comes back to you needing a favour as well.
Aye.
Not that you would throw it up, but in the back of their
Aye.
mind they know, do you know what? They're good to us. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, you're more
Things like that
likely-
happen here.
If you're looking at your gaff and be like, "Ah, they look after me," you're going to do that wee bit more for them because
Aye.
it's a two-way street, isn't it?
100%.
Aye, no,
Shouldn't
I'm
even
with you
be
there.
a question. I don't know why it came up in my head, but I just thought about it.
Every company that does it should be fucking named and shamed.
Aye.
Big style.
Don't let people grieve.
Outrageous.
I bet they've got mental health fucking procedures and all that, but for shit, you know what I mean?
That's just things that they can be sued
Part
for,
of it, aye.
isn't it?
Aye. Didn't let me go to a funeral. Sickos.
Sickos.
So in control here, Gary, ain't I? Well, I'm holding all the cards. Meh.
Part
Right,
Friday.
people that buy trainers that don't get a bag, right? What the fuck is the deal with that?
Right, so I've
do you
never
mean?
been in this situation. I've always got a bag. Is this a common? Do people just get the box or
Have you
what?
never seen somebody like walking down Buchanan Street just holding a box of trainers?
No, don't think so.
No.
And never.
No, I'm not
And that's a
noticed it.
thing.
I've seen people. I've been asked in the shop, "Do you want a bag?"
Obviously, say aye
Aye, but I've never seen anybody that's known they're just holding the box.
all the time, mate. See
Aye.
it- Oh, aye. In the tune, Braehead as well. I go to Braehead quite a lot. Don't stalk me if you fucking. if you're one of the fucking mad nutters on this, man.
Tuesday, Thursday nights.
Aye. But people just walking about carrying a shoebox under their arm. And I'm like, fucking buy it. Your shoes are probably about £200 and you will not buy a bag.
Aye, that's weird.
Nuts, innit?
Aye, that's bizarre. Are we talking a lot of people?
Mate, honestly, I'll start taking pictures of them. Right? I'll
Post
start
it.
taking naming and shaming, man.
Just
All
got
the
up to them.
time.
Like, why have you not got a bag?
If you stand outside JD for a length of time, you'll see people walking out there We just, in fact, people in retail will be able to comment on this and say, aye, that happens quite a lot. People be like, no, I don't want a bag. No paying for a bag.
Is it? I was going to say, is it to save the 80 pence or
I think
whatever?
so, aye.
Right.
Which is
Price of
mental,
bags is just
considering
costing
you've
it as
spent £2 on a pair of trainers.
Exactly.
Do you know, I think JD's has turned into like a pure BAM's playground? When you go into the shop,
How?
just groups of wee fannies
Wee
everywhere.
guys.
Aye.
Aye, the wee groups of wee guys will hang. What's in their backpacks?
Or the wee...
What is it?
The wee
wee
bum
side
bags
bag
that they've
things.
got.
No,
The shoulder bag.
Two-strap fucking rucksacks.
Oh, pieces.
I seen a group of wee guys, about 20 of them the other day, and they all had rucksacks on, every
Right.
one of them, and I thought, see, when I was younger, if somebody was walking about with a rucksack, two-strapping, you would get slaughtered, right? Because you wore one strap.
Yep.
But even then, nobody walked about with a rucksack, did they?
No.
What the fuck do you carry in a rucksack when you're
If
14?
you were a dealer. If you were
Aye.
punting.
Aye. Aye.
That's it.
It's got the peas in the bag.
But these wee guys, they're looking at them, they're not dealing drugs.
You're
you know
going
what
to
I mean?
swimming.
They're wee gimps. They're all wearing these Monterex trackies and all that, and they've got the wee pube haircuts, the wee side sheds with hunters of hair, and they're wee guns, and you're looking at them and going, what is in your bag, wee man? It doesn't even look heavy.
Mate, see on Saturday, when it was like, 25 degrees, I seen a wee guy on one of the motorised bikes, head to toe fucking balaclava and all that. I'm like,
Aye.
mate, what are you doing,
I
man?
hate that. I feel like punching them right after them.
25 degrees?
I think these wee guys wearing balaclavas and all that, it's intimidating for people.
Oh, of course it is.
You know what I mean?
If you come out your house and there's a wee fanny like that coming down the hill,
Aye,
immediately you're like, I'm going to learn of him.
I know.
Before he might just be a wee geek, but
Mental, man.
no, I'm not having it.
Wearing balaclavas. Be fannies.
That needs to be like Scanton. That hat's got to go. Just take it off him.
Taxed.
Yep.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Imagine people started taxing my hats, man.
You're having a balaclava amnesty. A bamnesty.
Rip them off. A bamnesty. I
Aye.
like that.
You're gone for it.
Ballied up. So people that don't get bags, it's fucking. It's
Aye, I'm going to keep an eye out for this.
Aye, mate, you'll start seeing it all the time now. Trust me. Nike bags and all that. Nike boxes just stoking about the streets. I seen a guy the other day Buchanan Street had two boxes carrying them like that, just walking. I'm like, get a fucking bag. What is wrong with you?
Just asking to get robbed.
It's fucking weird.
Aye,
It's
that's bizarre.
the same as well. See people that go on a website and they'll load up their cart with all sorts, and the deliveries charges like $7.95, and they go, nah, fuck paying that. No paying $7.95, and then they just abandon the checkout. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Like your bill's 480 quid, deliveries a fat. No,
I know.
I'm not buying that.
It's nuts, isn't
Not
it?
buying that. Bonkers.
Crazy, mate. Right, shops that you loved that no longer exist.
Soon as you said this, the first one that came into my head.
I know, right? Don't say it. We'll all say the shop after 3, right?
I don't know what we're going to say here.
Right, well, me and you'll
You
get
did
it.
it.
I don't know if we've got to say the same.
I think we will. 1, 2, 3.
Tower
Woolworths.
Records.
Bastard. Tower Records?
Tower Records, mate.
In Argyle Street?
Used to be open 24 hours.
Did it?
Did it?
Aye. Used to be open 24
Wow.
hours.
Did you go to it at like 3 in the morning?
No. No.
Why the
but-
fuck would it be open 24 hours?
I don't know. But that was the first place I seen where you could get like gig tickets and that.
Aye.
And it was just cool as fuck, man.
Aye.
I just
People
love
camping
going
up
in there.
outside, queuing
Aye.
outside.
But that was before the Four Corners became like fucking
Wild
Chernobyl.
the Gaza Strip.
I know.
Like, it was mental. But Tower Records, man, used to be in Paul's old hunter, no? Virgin.
Virgin?
See the Four Corners, it used to be fucking dynamite, didn't it? Like the smell of it.
Do you remember Eat Italia used to be there?
No.
On where...
Tim Hortons.
Correct, mate.
That was Dunkin' Donuts.
It was an Italian
That
restaurant
was
as well.
Italian.
for a
Was
bit.
it?
Aye.
Mhm.
It's
So you
class,
had,
man.
right, so just say, right, it was that or Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. And then there was McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
Was there anything there before KFC? No? Was KFC the first?
Well, that was where everybody
Aye,
used to meet when they were going on dates back
That's
in the
right.
days, and it was a big boots.
You get
So
a
it
dizzy.
was.
But I meet you outside Boots.
With the big
The
cloak.
bus used to drive by
Aye.
and give everybody the Vicky and say, you get a dizzy, pointing at that.
Woolworths, aye. Pick mix.
Oh, mate, I loved Woolworths, man.
Aye,
The smell of Woolworths
good.
was
Aye.
unbelievable. Like the smell of the new toys and all that, and all the cool shit. You could get
Aye.
anything in Woolworths, couldn't you? Stationery, magazines.
Did Woolworths turn into that Big W? Remember the Big W shop at Parkhead?
Well, that was Woolworths. That's what
Was
the
it?
W.
Is it the
That's
same
what the
company,
W
aye?
was. Aye.
Same
Big
company.
Woolworths.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Big W.
Woolworths was unreal. Wasn't it?
Aye,
Why
it
would that?
was.
Why would a place like that go fucked?
Probably when like Poundland and all that appeared, man. A lot of these shops would have.
It was a Gucci of shops, wasn't it?
Woolworths was good. The pick mix was
I think it was
tremendous.
because people were stealing all the pick and mix all the time.
Probably.
Bankrupted them.
Aye.
Let's ask ChatGPT, because I'm wondering, why did Woolworths go under?
What, that
Because it
fudge
was
and all
like,
Do you know what was another classic like that? John Menzies.
aye man,
So it's that
John
W.
Mingus.
Smith now,
Do you
isn't it?
remember just days before you went back to school, you get taken to John Menzies and you would get your pens and
Aye.
pencils, your fucking Pepsi, your cola, pencil case.
I miss
Zipped
the
up
old
with it.
Forge. See when you used to go Body Shop, Body Care, Sports Connection, Sports Division,
Oh,
Aye.
mate.
all the way down the Forge, and then there was the WH Smith.
Do you remember the JJBs at Force Retail Park?
Aye,
Used to
with
have
the
a
basketball
That's
court.
right. Just about to say that.
Fucking class, man.
Aye.
So
Aye.
good.
It's sports division had like the trainer wall, and it was just, I love the smell of new trainers, so I'd be like sniffing them all, and it was fucking dynamite.
Aye. The Forge used to be good, man.
Sports division, right names, right
The
prices.
Sports Connection as well.
Aye, Olympus Sport.
Fucking hell.
Did you
man.
ever go to Sport and Leisure wearing Shettleston Road to
Aye.
get your number on the back of your
Aye.
tap?
Nah.
They still do trophy.
Dairy.
Engraving and all that.
They had one of Shaquille O'Neal's trainers in there. Do you remember
No
that?
way.
Size
Fucking
24.
hell, man.
Aye.
It was hanging on the wall, man. It was like the size of your head.
Just at the junction, innit? Where the pubs that is.
Do you remember the kids' clothes shop just up at the Tron Gate? I don't know, was it Adams or something? And it had a ball pit in it.
Aye.
That's right.
Used to
Aye.
fuck-
No,
fucking
it was
love going
Sunshine Kids.
Sunshine Kids.
Sunshine Kids.
That's right.
Sunshine
I used to go there
Kids,
for my
man.
school uniform.
It was class, wasn't
Aye.
it? Was it Adams that had the big talking tree?
Yes.
Aye.
That was
Used
the
to
one that
get-
had like the apple on the sign.
Aye. Talk to
Aye.
the big
Right,
tree,
man.
man.
Sunshine Kids every way and get through on that ball pool
It
while
was
the fucking boys and
See when,
dads
see
shopped.
when your ma went, right, that's us done, you're like, no! Pure sweating like fuck, jumping in and out of the ball pit or hiding underneath it.
Like, come out to try this on, you're like, no!
You'd hide underneath it, mind, and then some Wayne that didn't know you were there would come in and jump in and tap you.
That's
Like,
right,
fucking
man.
what you doing?
There was the creche at Asda and the Forge as well, the Asda
Aye.
Cafe. Says that Woolworths went under because they pivoted to music and DVDs, and then obviously everybody was pirating it in the mid 2000s, so it put them under.
Bastards,
Fucking
man.
hell, man.
I bought my first ever CD out of Woolworths.
What was it?
It was Beastie Boys, Intergalactic.
Remember
Remember
Intersport
choice.
as well?
Intersport. See, so it's funny you say that because the Woolworths that I got that was in Rossi, and they had a Intersport as well. And every summer when I went to Mantis, we would go and get a new football for the summer out at Intersport.
Intersport
There was one in
class, man.
just off Byers Road too.
Aye.
That was like Greaves.
But it was
wasn't
dead dear, wasn't it?
Aye, they used to
was
have the
fucking
poster.
extortionate,
It was like
man.
the poster charts with the football taps in it.
Aye. But they also used to do like a less and all that as well.
Aye.
Like Fila and all they kind of brands back in the day.
Aye.
Aye, that was good.
There used to be a sports shop on Maryhill Road, and I don't know a single person to this day that ever bought anything out of it. And I'm like, how the fuck was that trading? Never ever seen anybody in it.
They do like print on
I
it as
used to
well.
have new football taps and fucking trainers and that. Nobody ever bought anything
I
for
bet
it.
it was a front.
Probably looking to see it now, aye. Looking to know. Global video and all that sort of stuff as well. Were amazing,
Blockbuster.
weren't they?
Blockbuster was class, man.
Aye,
That was a full experience going to get a video at the weekend.
aye.
Or a computer game.
Brilliant. What about supermarkets? Safeway,
Safeway Savers.
Lightning and Load, Presto. Remember Presto?
Gateway.
It's Gateway.
Gateway was Asda.
Was it?
Yep.
Aye, that's that the Forge was a gateway.
Aye.
wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember that.
There was Farm Foods and Capital,
That's right.
the freezer shops.
Quick Save.
Oh, the Quickie was the best, man. No frills.
Do you mind the man doing it? Shettleston ShopRite?
No.
And it's where Aldi is just now. And it used to be McKinley Snooker Hall. And there was a shop right
Right.
next to it. Back in the day.
Shop,
Aye. Fucking great days.
Jolly Giant.
Great. Oh, man.
Toys R Us. Toys R Us, man.
Class.
I remember when I met my missus, right, and she introduced me to one of her pals. Her pal worked at Toys R Us at the time, and I was like fucking buzzing. I was like, oh my god, the best job ever.
Like Tom
I actually-
Hanks and Big.
I actually thought I was taking the piss out of her. I was like, I'd fucking love to work there, man. That is amazing. She was just looking at me as if, what the fuck, mate? What, are you taking the piss out of me? I was like, that's amazing, man. There's toys in a million all under one roof.
But you did think jobs like that were pure class, man.
But it was
I
just a
genuinely
fucking-
thought Tom Hanks and Big was everybody that worked in a toy shop.
Aye. I would have been like that. Like, see, when you went into Hamleys and there were pure flying things round about your head and all that,
Aye.
they looked as if they were having the best time of their life, didn't
Oh, fucking buzzing.
Hamleys,
You need
man.
to be a certain type of person to do that
The
joke.
Disney store as well.
Remember
remember-
Warner Brothers?
Aye, that's right. It was in
With the Warner
Buchanan
Brothers
Galleries,
shop,
wasn't it?
I know. There was one in St Enoch's as well, like years ago.
In fact, was that no in Buchanan,
Buchanan
Street,
Street.
at one point?
That
Wasn't
was,
it?
aye,
Aye.
across from Fraser's.
Aye.
Aye.
Fucking brilliant, man.
Back in the day, USC used to be fucking class.
USC was good.
When
aye.
that was on Buchanan Street, I know.
Aye.
Then
And
it just got a bit
it's
shite.
Sell Sports Direct mugs now.
Aye, it's just
Crap.
a bit crapola.
Rubbish. I could reminisce about that shit all day, man. I love it.
Aye, there's Index. Remember Index?
Aye.
Down the Forge?
Yep.
As soon as you walked in.
Index catalogue.
Circle for your Christmas
It's
stuff.
mad that Argos is still going in it, because Argos is just basically Amazon.
Sainsbury's have bought them, but
The whole lot?
aye,
Fuck's sake.
they own Argos.
Fair play to
They're better
Sainsbury's.
spending, because most Sainsbury shops have got an Argos bit in them, like the bigger ones.
Argos and Index used to be sweat fests just before
Oh.
Christmas. You go in there and there'd just be queues of people and you'd be like,
Aye.
roasting hot
Look at your
show.
number and it's like 5,020.
Aye. And you would just be like that, going through the fucking
Aye.
pages, wouldn't you?
Carnage, man. Forge was
Brilliant,
fucking class back in the day.
The Forge. Aye, I
So
loved
many
it.
good shops,
I
man.
loved it, man. Yeah, is the in-shop still there?
Aye, it's still there.
Mm.
It's not as good as what it used to be.
Nah.
Big tattoo, the piercing guy and all that.
Used to have Mega Sports
the
and
pet
that.
shop. Remember
Mega
the pet
Sports
shop?
used to be down the stairs.
I tell you
pet
about-
shop's still there.
I stayed next to the Forge. I might have mentioned this on the pod before, but one time somebody escaped from Parkhead Hospital and had a bath in the fountain in the middle.
Aye.
Like full blown, like naked,
Oh, no,
washing
man.
themselves in the fountain in the middle of the Forge.
Sake,
Obviously,
man.
Parkhead Hospital was like the.
Mental.
Aye, we used to get a lot of them into that catalogue shop and I worked in there, man.
Aye.
Just buying furniture and all that. Did no house.
He's like, sales a sale, man.
It was, mate. Sale was a sale.
Fucking
Like,
class.
look, he's come in here. You've let him go.
The catalogue. Young mans now don't know what the catalogue was like, man. You'd buy something and you'd pay it up over 52
Aye.
weeks, wouldn't you?
You'd
They're
throw
all
the
right away
you'd
on it.
throw the fucking jumper out 2 months after getting it. You're paying it off for another year.
£1.28 per week for 52 weeks.
Yep.
Aye,
The underwear section was fucking cracking
Yes,
white material
Paul.
as well, man.
correct,
Dynamite.
Amundo.
Aye. Remember when Winterbra came out and the
Melinda
tits looked
Messenger.
sensational? Occasionally you would get a see-through lacy bra where you think, that's a nipple. Wouldn't you, man? I was a wee wanking bastard when I was younger.
Aye, we all were, mate.
I think that's
I
the
would
standard
go to
growing
the
up.
toilet with a Daily Record and all that and chuck myself
Daily Record?
into oblivion, man.
Lorraine Kelly.
Honestly, I'd honestly like go to the showbiz section and be like a concert the night before, Britney Spears, and I'd be like, wow, yes, man. Stevie.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Where's the maddest places you've had a chug? Right off topic.
Maddest? Neighbour mental, to be fair.
I've had chugs at school and everything, man. Not recently. Aye, I would be like, can I go to the toilet? And I would just go and crack one right out, man. Did not give a fuck.
You wee wanker.
You know? You're not answering that question, no.
I've not getting mental, mate.
You must have had a chug in a mad place.
No. Funnily enough, when I'm out and about, man, I'm not thinking
I
about
remember
jugging.
like a mad Angela. I remember we were in the cadets. It was like fucking. It's about 4 of us standing in cubicles, looking out, just looking out a window, and we were like, it was like soggy biscuit without the biscuit, or all cracking one off to see who could go first. Nah, maybe take that out the pod.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Right, what's the next?
We're at like an hour and 5
Oh,
on
are we?
this episode, aye.
Right, we'll leave these last two ones, right?
Aye, fucking hell, man.
Great episode.
What a way to end it.
One of the classics.
What a way to end.